Can I see you a minute? Please.
Welcome back to the channel. I was supposed to be talking to you guys like a whole 20 minutes ago, but then I got sidetracked because I'm talking to other people on my phone. But I just want to talk quickly. So first and foremost, if you're new to this channel, welcome, and if you're old, welcome back. So I feel like I've only been talking to you guys about grad school this, grad school that, and if I do have time to myself, I generally like maybe TikTok may see some of it, and if not, I just spend my day how I want to spend my day and just do what I want to do. And I think that's the biggest thing too that I'm trying to do, is not get like, obviously I want to focus on my courses, but also I need to have time for myself or I'm gonna lose it, if that makes sense. Because especially me as a person who gets like high anxiety with so many things that I have to do, yeah, I just need a break. Like I already like schedule some days where I'm like, all right, this day I'm gonna take a break, or not necessarily take a break, but this day I'm gonna dedicate a few hours maybe to not doing work that, or just not doing coursework at all that day. But also everything in life is just a balance, really. That's what I've just been trying to do. So for if you're new, this end of the school year I have a lot going on. For one, I'm in grad school, like I said. The courses and the assignments are starting to pick up more, meaning like we're starting to get into midterm time, which is gonna come up for me October. I wrote it down actually somewhere. Oh, maybe I didn't write it down, but I think the week is October, like October 12th or something like that week specifically. The reason why I say that is because I have my midterm exam for one of my classes, and the other class I have a project due that Sunday. So I'm gonna assume that's like the midterm period. I guess she's giving us this assignment, which I had started on, but then I'm like, I'm gonna take a breather. What I'm gonna do, I'm trying not to stress. So I'm trying not to stress, but also like there's some assignments that are more points, if that makes sense. So this presentation is gonna be worth 50 points. So I'm trying my best to get the most points as possible for all these assignments, stuff like that. 6 p.m. I'm going to this braiding place. It's a 24-hour, but I'm not going at no 4 a.m. That's just wild. I like my sleep, number one, and number two, that's just too late for me personally. It's not too far. It's like maybe 15 blocks away, but I'm gonna be honest, because I want to get there faster, I might just hop on the bus or the train, because it will just get me there way faster. Not because I'm being lazy. I could do the walk, but it is a pretty long walk, and I don't feel like sweating tomorrow, so I might just grab my breakfast, hop on the train, because on the train it's 2 stops, but walking it'll probably take me a good 20 minutes walking. And I just want to get there as quickly and early as possible. And what I'm talking about is, because I'm going to braid my hair, but I'm going to a different shop. So the braiding shop that I normally go to, they're out of business. I don't know what happened, so I found another one. They're also cheaper. I'm bringing my own hair. It's cheaper if you bring your own hair too, and it's less money than the other place. So I'm going to them, and I don't know how long they're gonna take. Sometimes you're lucky, you're out by 4 or 5 hours. It really just depends on how many workers they have too. That's another thing, because if they have a lot of workers doing your hair, you're normally gonna go faster. So that's my hope, but I can't guarantee that I'm gonna be finished in 5 hours. So if I'm not, I'm trying to that's why I was trying to get a head start on this project, but I can't. First of all, I can't even think anymore. It's getting late, and I don't want to stay up till like midnight, because I have to be up obviously so I could be up early to go, because my goal was to at least leave my house a little after 7, so I can grab breakfast. I might pack a snack. Normally I always do that, like I'll pack snacks in my bag, because I can't get up. I know I've seen people do that, but I try not to like get up, go outside, go get food. We don't got time for that. I'm gonna sit in the chair. The only time I would probably get up is if I really gotta pee. Sometimes that happens. I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll go really quickly. I was gonna mention, so something else, if you're new to my channel, I'm also a para rep for my school, which means I go to meetings and stuff that talk about our contract and stuff as a para. And then I'm also in the consultation. I decided to be in consultation again, just because I'm a para rep, just so I can know what's going on in the school. But 2, if there's any issues that I've noticed in our school, like the parents probably reach out to me, I can put it on consultation as well. So that's why I was like, I should probably still do consultation. Yes, it's an extra thing, but we meet once a month. Same thing with our para rep meetings, we meet once a month. And then also, that's just another thing on my list of calendars. I try to like use my days off. That's the good thing about working at school, we get days off. So I try to use my days off. That's what I've been doing now, since I have so many things to do, to really maximize on like my schoolwork. When I had 2 days off last week, so it was both my courses I had assignments to do for both. So I was like, one day I catered to one course, and then the next day I catered to the other one. So the thing though with both courses is different, because one course is like, she'll give us, we have like, how do I say it, 3 like major assignments coming up. So this demo thing that I'm doing, presentation, that we have to do an IEP. We're gonna make our actual IEP. That's the biggest project, that's worth like 100 points. And then what's the other project? Do we have something else? And then the last thing that I said I was doing in December. Those are like the main stuff. The 2 biggest ones is this project that I'm working on now, and then the IEP. Those are like the main ones. So far, she's only graded one thing, because we've only had one small little assignment, which was 20 points. Then another one is due tomorrow, but I did it early, because that's what I worked on this week when I had the 2 days off. So that I submitted already. That's what I'm saying, like, I try to plan for what's coming next, start it early. And honestly, when you have those days off, it really just makes stuff a little easier, because I'm like, okay, I have this day off, now I can use this day to crunch down and do stuff. And then also, with what I was going back to the para rep thing, I send like, I try to do monthly emails, but then also like we have a group chat. So like if there's anything, some small miscellaneous that I was sent, I'll just send in the group chat. But then like for meetings and stuff like that, like I had already, oh, I can show it to you guys now that I remember. If I can show it to you very quickly, because I'm talking too much. But yeah, all in all, what I want to say, like, it's just a lot to keep up with, and I feel like you have to have like that time management, which I said that in my graduate in my graduate student interview. But that's true. Like, I'm really big on like having time management, and you really just have to be able to. I've always been like that though. Like, I'll say, okay, Mondays are specifically for this. Tuesdays, I know, like, generally I'll get home a little later. So Tuesday, I'm like, okay, I might not have, that might be a chill day where I don't really do too much. Maybe I'll start reading something, but I won't overload myself to do a lot of work, because I know I'm going to get home later on Tuesday, for example. This is to give you guys an example. Monday, I try to do specifically my work-related stuff, not my courses or anything. Because for me, also, that's another requirement I have to do. I have to do like 55 minutes. I've said this before. So, Mondays are generally the day I'm trying to dedicate, but it might switch. And that's the thing too, you gotta be flexible, because I think that's one thing that I've gotten better with. Like, if I see like, okay, today, let's say I said Monday I'm gonna do a training for work, but then something happens that I can't do for Monday, then you just have to pivot, I guess. That's the best way to say it. And then I'll say, okay, let me do something else. Let me start on a work thing, on my coursework instead. So you kind of have to piggyback, because my coursework comes every month on, they upload our coursework every Monday anyway for both of my classes. So realistically, I could start my coursework on Monday, but I tried to like leave my Mondays for work, my work-related trainings, and then the rest of the week is solely on my master's class. Because at least if I finish my work-related stuff, then I don't have to look at that again. I can just go to my coursework. So that's kind of how I've been like trying to balance it all, but then also having time for myself, because I feel like I need like a day or something to myself to do something, whether it's going my nails, whether it's going out with whoever, because if not, then I probably like lose it to be honest. So it's just like I think the biggest thing is, one, because I'm very perfectionist when I do my work, so that's why I have to give myself extra time to get assignments done. But then two, just time management, really. You just gotta, if you start early, you won't, you know what I'm saying, you won't be think. But anyway, I had started this, I was planning to send it on the 30th, which is going to be Tuesday, right? just before October starts. So everybody knows already October 2nd is no school, which is next Thursday, but I made this little thing, so I was like, I'll send it before October starts. And you guys can see, so I have a template, so all the days we have off, and then also like I put, because one day we have to wear pink, but then it's also one day we have to wear pink, but it's also picture day for the elementary school, not the up, because we have two buildings. We have the elementary school and we have the middle school. For the elementary school, most of us are in the elementary school, so I'm thinking of wearing a pink dress so I could still wear pink but also look nice for picture day. So that's what I was thinking. And then we have another day, so we have 3 days off in October. Next week Thursday, then the following Monday, and the following Monday. And of course, like I said, this is why I like Mondays, but realistically the next Monday my project will already be due, so that's why I'm like, it's crunch time for me to focus. Like Thursday for sure I'm gonna be really like on it, but I'm also gonna try to see if I could do it another day, but because I also want to start studying as well for my exam too, which will be the same week. So, and then I just put like, because we have, you know, the contract, they send, I get weekly emails if you're like a leader or representative for your school, they send us stuff. So like generally some of these they send to everybody, like the please wear pink on October 15th. I think they send that to everybody in their email, but then we also get like flyers. So I just put the flyers here, and then there's like one for breast cancer work, and I made it pink because it's like breast cancer month awareness. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. This was the one for September. September was very bland because I just found a random template, but this is what I was telling you guys where I started making templates for stuff. November I had started, but I'm not done. Like, and this is what I like about Canva. Canva's just sponsored me because I actually use Canva a lot, especially for thumbnails. I'm like, most of my Canva is thumbnails, but here and there if I want to make something cutesy and artsy like this, I go to Canva. Canva's just sponsored my video. I'm not being sponsored by Canva, but I like Canva for these stuff. So like I did November, I did start already putting dates of like days we have off, and then obviously when I get my next meeting and stuff like that, any new things that I need to address, I'll add it like in a separate email. But I try to do just a little like things. And this, now I'm thinking too, should I just send it as just a text, and then they can open it up and look at it instead of like an email. The email should be like for the long lengthy stuff that I have meetings for. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then I started December, but I didn't really add anything. Never went back, but I wanted to do October at least, so it was pretty much done. But anyway, I've been talking for 16 minutes. That is way too long. Yeah, too much. It is 25 minutes. I'm just blabbing my mouth. So I think I'm gonna chop a lot of this out because I'm just talking to you guys. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to say. I think I'm gonna get my bed. I want to start this the Ruth and Boaz movie. If it's super long, I won't finish the whole thing because like I said, I gotta wake up early. And I don't think I want to be taking a nap if these people is shared. They might knock my head if I fall asleep. See, the Ruth and Boaz is right there. So I'm gonna try to start a little bit of it, but I don't think I'm gonna watch the whole thing because I need to go to bed so I can wake up early. And then also, well, before I go to bed, I'll just charge everything I need to charge, like my portable charger, which I think is in my work backpack. My headphones are charging right now, so I think those should be good. And then I might just recharge my iPad, but I think it's charged too. But yeah, the movie's gonna start, so I don't want to talk. I'll see you guys. Bye. Guys, so it is Sunday. I'm gonna try to talk loud because my AC on is way too hot. I was sweating coming here. It is, hold on, I'm gonna show you. Today is Sunday. I got my hair braided. Honestly, they did it bigger parts, but I really don't care because I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I want it to be in and cancel. Hold on, what did I just do? I want it to be in and out, to be honest. So I'm perfectly fine. I wanted this size though. I didn't want them huge. So this is a good size. I asked for medium. This is what the hair looks like. I should get my thing so they get a full range. They took a picture of me on TikTok and the lady's like, can I talk? But I really did feel like talking. I like to do my own content, and then I don't know how I look. I don't even know how I look in that video, but whatever. I should have asked to see it, but I was already filming content. She just didn't know. The owner didn't know that. So, but yeah, I got it like waistline, so it's, you You guys can't really see. I don't know how far I can go with this tripod. But yeah, it's pretty much past my butt, which I normally get at about that length. I want to hair it was 185, which I think is pretty decent. Of course, if I wanted smaller parts, I could have been sitting there longer, but really I just wanted to be in and out. So it took her roughly like 4 hours to do my hair, because I got there a little bit after 8, and then she started like right away, and I left like about 12:30 something or so. I'm trying to see when I can tell you exactly because I filmed like a short thing while I was waiting. The good thing is not that far. It's like 2 train stops from my house. I could have walked it too, but I wanted to get there quicker, so I just hopped on the train, and coming back I just ended up hopping on the train too. The walk is kind of long though, so honestly I would have been sweating more than I was when I got there initially. And today's 83 degrees, so also yeah, I was at the train station 12:50, so I finished about like 12:45ish, which is not bad. Four and something. And then what took a little longer, because like I said, the owner was like, the lady who did my hair was like, oh, let me get video footage of it. And they have 2 shops, by the way. They're right next to each other, so I guess if one is full, you can go to the other one, which I actually like, because the other place that I used to go to, well, it was more money. It was like $220, and it was one shop, and then everybody's like on top of each other. You couldn't even walk, which I hated. So I think this is gonna be my new thing. The only thing is I brought a lot of hair, so I know for the future if I'm gonna do this, I'll bring like, she told me like she used about like 4.5 packs, so I'll probably just bring 5 when I want to do it again. But she was really fast, like even braiding, she braids really fast. So yeah, definitely will be a repeat customer. This is my new braiding shop since the other one left. But now we're back to knotless. I think that's it. I was gonna go talk to my family really quickly, and then I think I want to try to finish at least 2 slides of this I was gonna say this presentation. Well, yeah, this presentation assignment, since I'm home already. And then there's something else I have to do. There is something else I have to do, but I can't think right now. I do want to edit this too. I don't know if I'm gonna edit the whole thing. Yesterday I talked a lot, so I have to chop a lot of that out because I was talking too much. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. I don't know if I'm gonna add anything else. If I add anything else, then I'll put it before I save this part. But anyway, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button, subscribe button so you're notified every time I post a new video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.